And where have you been? Welcome to Adventure Hole, the show that looks behind the week's news and goes, In the United, that's a laugh, Kingdom, racist article writing and casual homophobe Boris Johnson resigned from his job as Prime Minister of the whole country. Yes, I know. Now you say it, it does sound mad, doesn't it? But he was. He got Brexit done, didn't he? So that now no one can go on holiday, and it would be cheaper to fill your car with original Picassos than petrol. Yes, everyone's favourite gibbering, self-serving, mop-head sociopath clung on until the bitter end as 50 of his colleagues suddenly noticed he's a dangerous lion, trouser-lingering Jaxie vapour. I mean, this is what I've been trying to tell you. By the end, his chief reason to stay in office seemed to be that he wanted to use checkers for his wedding party. I mean, to be fair, that is understandable. Hitler was in two minds about shooting himself because he'd booked the laser quest for his 60th. If they had time, he was going to go in the ball pool with Goebbels. There's one in the entrance of Topps Tiles. It's all on the same industrial estate. Now, I hate Boris Johnson just as a lot more than the next man, but he really saved the worst for last. At the very end, he was as clingy as me when I was dumped by my first boyfriend. I'd make any excuse to stay. I'd call him at 3 AM. Can I come over and get my rainbow rubber? It's from Chessington World of Adventure, so it's got sentimental value. Yes, Boris really didn't want to go, did he? But then we all knew he was a Remainer. It took lecherous Tory MP and Deputy Chief Whip Chris Pincher, that's right, Chris Pincher, to live up to his name of Chris Pincher by groping two men on a drunken night out. Honestly, he should have the whip taken away from him. And then he should be expelled from his party. Johnson lied about the fact he already knew about Pincher's reputation while responding to the allegations of sexual assault in no uncertain terms by saying he considered the matter closed. Groping, amateur, I've got 800 kids, have another aftershock. In a last-ditch effort to stay, Johnson appointed Nadeem Zahawi as Chancellor to stand by his side and take on the rebels together. Not believing his luck, Zahawi immediately mic'd himself up and went on every single TV show, even Cadfile, to voice his unwavering support to the man who'd just given him the job of a lifetime, before stabbing him in the back 24 hours later by calling for his resignation. You see, they're all basically good people, but without all that annoying good. Predictably, Rishi Sunak, remember her? Then announced he's standing for Prime Minister. You have to question a man who has a net worth of £730 million who still wants to be bothered to be Prime Minister. I mean, he just loves Westminster. So central, isn't it? Handy for M&M's world. If I had a net value of £730 million, I'd live in a palace made of bismuth crystals and get carried everywhere by Brazilian sex workers. I mean, I'd pay the going rate for carrying. No tips though, I'm not made of money. To be fair to Sunak, he only just had the idea to stand for Prime Minister, yet was able to write, shoot, edit, make notes, re-edit, do a final colour grade and then publish a campaign video with the production values of a Ridley Scott movie. If you ask me, he's been planning this takeover since the Bronze Age. Incredibly, he's standing on the phrase, "Let's rebuild the economy." Yeah, because that last guy was a right joker, wasn't he? Glad he's gone. I mean, you're literally heckling yourself. Thank God the Labour Party's on hand to seize this political opportunity by once again not really having anyone electable. I mean, there's that Neil Starmer bloke who makes clever quips at Prime Minister's question time whenever Boris does something massively illegal. But we're looking for a leader really, not a Saturday Night Live monologue, although they are funny. Keir Starmer was cleared of his lockdown party offences, although he said he would have resigned if he was found guilty, just like Johnson didn't. Why not just change the rules like any self-respecting fascist? Next you'll have the Culture Secretary selling off an entire channel because Krishnan Gurumurthy totally ambushed you with a simple question during an interview you knew you were taking part in because of all the cameras and the lights you could see. In other news, in America, in the USA, near the United States of America, the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, effectively making abortion illegal. Although devastating for humankind, what we have to remember here is the days of coat hangers are long gone. Women can have an abortion by taking a simple, if illegal, pill. In the past, I've been known to be able to get my hands on certain types of simple, if illegal pills, and those ones made me feel all fuzzy inside. In fact, the last time I tried one of those delicious pills, I spent most of the evening chatting up an Audi. Then I went home and platted the cat. The Supreme Court turned the decision over to the states, half of which have already moved to ban it, most probably decided by the very same powerful men who've had women driven to clinics in the dead of night lest their wives find out. Next they'll be coming for sodomy and gay marriage, not just the names of my 2 house rabbits, come on, but 2 other hard-fought fundamental human rights. As a gay man who identifies primarily as a side, Google it, and who has no plans to get married, I saw what it did to the Clintons. I couldn't be happy if they banned sodomy and marriage, but then that's mummy being selfish again, isn't it? I must remember that some people are a bit different from me, but that's probably okay too. And in Vlad Putin's war crime news, sponsored by ZZ, where there's currently a bug off on breadsticks, Vladimir Putin launched a cold-blooded attack on a shopping centre. Look, we all know how annoying those queues can get in Claire's accessories, but that's taking things too far. Waiting in line with everyone else, you naughty, cancerous old war crimer. I mean, I know I shouldn't say it, but sometimes I think that man's just a massive autocrat. He was queuing for a scrunchie and he just snapped. If you enjoyed any of this vapid gobshitery, please do like, subscribe, share and hit the bell. Now, thanks for coming in today, but I've got a lot of people to see. Imagine satire was like this.